Okay, since the ground is wet, I went ahead and put markers, dug up where the line is going to be for this. Because like I said before, I think a lot of my plants didn't do very well because there's still roots and there's still stumps from the lilac bushes that were in here that had just went wild. So I'm pulling this all out, and that way I can put in my perennials. I can still plant my Tithonians. They don't seem to mind at all. They're happy. So I'll do Tithonians back here, and maybe a couple, 3, 4 of those flamingo feathers for annuals back in here. So anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. That's how it's going to look. Just vision it being around like this, and I'll have pavers around it. Maybe some pretty rock. I have a lot of rock. There may be one day I'll put a hydrangea back there or something like that. I'm hoping that these last through the winter. I'm going to cover them, and I'm going to mulch them real good. These hibiscus, I'm going to see if they'll make it through winter. If not, if they don't, then it's going to have to be something that's got to go in a pot, a big pot. And that's fine too, but I just want to see. They're supposed to be hardy, but every plant has its limit. I don't know if it'll get through like a minus 15, minus 25 degree weather, but if I cover it, it might. So we'll see. So I wanted to do that. I've been wanting to do it, but it's been so hard because it was so dry. And now I was able to pull up the line that I wanted to have. So there we go. I just love this. We don't sit here much, but I've been busy and we've been busy, and they're really fairly comfortable. I like they've got the back of this is kind of curved, so it's really not that, you know, some people say, oh, they're not very comfortable, but with the cushions on them, they're not bad at all. I could sit here for an hour, you know, so, and I got a bad back. All the way up and down my back is bad. My neck, my shoulders, my thoracic, and clear to my tailbone. So that's why I'm kind of slow sometimes. But I like getting things done. I don't like sitting around. If I can go, I'm going to go and do it while I can. All right, you guys. See you in a bit. Take care. I'm going to use a scratch pad to clean this off real good, and then I'll wipe it down, and I'm just going to spray it black. You can watch me for a little while, and then I'll make it faster. As I'm going to take it inside and use it inside, because I have a lot of house plants to take in, and this will be a big help. It has some pine tree sap on it, so hope I'm getting it off good. I'm not too worried about making it perfect. I just need it as a plant stand, and black will, if we paint late fall or winter, it will go with the paint we have the house. So, because it's going to be the same colors that we had at our old house before we moved. But I want to do it black because our paint is not green gray. There's like 3 or 4 different types of gray, dark gray. There's blue dark gray, there's green dark gray. There's black dark gray. Ours is more of a blue dark gray. So it has blue hues in it. So I think the black will be just fine. Black goes with everything. Man, that's got a lot of... I may have to get this... I may have to spray it. Got a lot of sticky pine tree sap on it from sitting over there. My fingers are getting sticky. Well, I'm going to take the hose to it anyway. Most of it off with the scratcher, and I can scratch it wet too. That'll be much better too, to do it that way. All right, Lucy, Mommy's gotta go get the hose. I'll be right back. See if my husband could just spot weld this real quick back together. It shouldn't be very hard. It should be like that. It'll make it stronger. But if not, it's no big deal. I'm going to go ahead and once it dries, I'm going to go ahead. And of course, the wind's not blowing right now. But that's alright. It'll dry anyway. It'll dry in a few minutes. Alright, see you then. That dry, and then I'll take a good look at it. Probably underneath the light in the garage, and make sure I didn't miss a spot. Oh, there's some right there. Sometimes it's just hard to see. Alright. Well, I think the last time I spray painted was back home. Oh, that chest, that bookshelf. It was green, and I painted it all black. Ended up leaving it anyway. Are we sitting just to wait for paint to dry? Waiting for paint to dry. It looks pretty good so far. Don't see any green. Hope not. It's not going to be perfect. and that's fine. Okay, that's it. That's it for today. I'll take a look at it once it's fully dry and see what we got. Okay? Y'all have a great one, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless. Headed down with my first load of my Splendors, and we've decided not to make mulch out of them. Not this year anyway. So anyway, they got leaves on them, and sometimes that's just a pain. So anyway, I'm headed on down to the woods. Are we missing something? I took out the Splendor. They were just, they were getting weary, and they just was flopping over, and so I took them out. Them peppers, black pearl peppers, are so pretty. I'm going to get some seed off of them. I don't have any gloves, but I have clippers and a tray, and I'm just going to put them in there. But for right now, I need to go ahead and put some water on these mums, and I got some bloom fertilizer in it, so hopefully the rest of them will bloom. These are so pretty. Hope the rest, I hope they will bloom. We'll see how it works. A little bit of an experiment here. Uh-oh, nope. I don't want to dump my fertilizer water. If that's getting back there good. The Splendors were hanging over them, and I don't think they could bloom very well, but they should bloom now that they have full sun and nothing is getting in their way. Boy, that just goes right out the bottom. I bet it doesn't get much water at the roots, or it doesn't stay. Let's see if I can't do this without messing them up. There. Hopefully that'll help them. All right. One jug down because I took the wagon off. I was going to do it with the wagon, and I forgot. Took the wagon off, put it away. I'm like, I'll just take my cart. Okay, let's get some of these black pearl pepper seeds. I'm sure I have a lot of them and don't need them, but I always have to harvest some when I get done. Like these are shriveling up, so I'm going to take these. Oh, there's some that's already kind of dried. They will burn you. Pretty plants. Pretty plants. If you remember, when they first bloom, the blooms are purple. And then they go into this really pretty black pearl. And they do look like pearls, black pearls. They look like black pearls. So I've always loved them. I've been growing them for, I don't know, 3 years now? 4 years? Boy, I can smell the heat. I can smell that they are hot. They're not the hottest pepper, but they're hot. There we go. There we go. That'll probably give me some pretty good seeds right there, but I think there's about 3 or 4 seeds in these. take you guys too. Won't even be noticeable. Oh, looky here. What is that? I haven't seen that before. I wonder if it's because they got, look at these. I'm gonna clip those off. Them are, what? I never seen that before. Let me see here. It's like, I don't know. They're still green, but they're black. It might be because they didn't get much water from time to time and they just kind of, but that's cool little designs right there. That's kind of cool. All right, well, let me take a couple more and then we'll go and water some other things. I don't want to touch you. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'll see how much that'll give me. All right, that's a few. I don't want to spill them either. What did I bring? Well, it's not like I don't have plenty more if they spill out of here. But anyway. And then what I do, I take 2 forks or a fork and a knife and cut them open. And then I just shove them into a little round cup or something and let them dry a little bit. And but I'll let these dry some more. I'll just put them in a bag, a paper bag. There we go. Okay. All right. Look, does it look a little different out there too? I got my flamingo feathers out of there. I got that tree thing out there with the berries on it that the birds like after they're dried. I got rid of it because I'll have to dig it out. And I got rid of the tall amaranthus. I'm leaving the milkweed because it's still doing really well and feeding a lot of things. And I see a monarch over there now. Maybe she'll leave me a couple more worms. A couple more caterpillars. Okay, what else was I going to water? I think I was going to give the milkweed a little more water. I'm not going to worry about my basket, my pots up there. Look at all the butterflies out there on the gomphrena. Little white and yellow butterflies, and yeah, so cute. All right, well, I'll be right back. And my sister-in-law gave me these cute little pumpkins. So I just put them all in front here. I think they look okay. 'Tis the season for pumpkins and gourds. All right. All right. I'll talk to you in a few. I picked my last banana peppers, and my peppers out here, my green peppers, they just keep growing. So I'm just going to let them keep growing until we decide to till up the garden. So, all right, you guys, that's it for today. I'll see you on the next one. God bless you. And take care.